Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new and you've never seen me before, my name is Empress of Sunlight Tarot, and I am a tarot reader here on YouTube as well as on TikTok. And today I will be performing the air sign love reading. Okay, that is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you are an air sign or your person is an air sign, then this reading will be for you. Cross watchers are welcome, so do keep in mind that time, gender, and energy are all fluid. So please take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay, do not force a reading to fit if it just doesn't fit. Okay. We're going to start by getting you and your person 3 opening oracles, as long as a theme card, a clarifier, as well as the actual tarot. I do want to point out here, air signs, as I was channeling through your cards, and I was like cleansing them and shuffling them, there was this channel, or I was picking up on this vibe that a dynamic between you and this person, or like another person, or whatever the case may be, is not working. Okay, I feel like something about it makes you feel really defeated. It makes you feel at a loss, and I feel like you don't get clear communication. Offers that are being given or offered are not stable, and I feel like there's just a really strong sense of dissatisfaction. I see that there aren't many changes or growth or progress in this connection, and it seems very like unlucky or unexpansive in some way. And I also pick up that there is a lack of reciprocity. Okay, so somebody may be more into this connection than the other person. You're going to know your story, so put it how it fits. And I also am getting this energy of someone like reminiscing on good times, good memories, specifically maybe intimate ones. And so there may definitely be some communication that comes through about that, or something about third party energy. Third party had came out like twice. But you are being advised to be very cautious of this energy, or cautious of this dynamic with this person in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with your theme cards for your energy first. Okay, we're gonna start off by cutting the deck with your cosmic insight first, air signs. And your cosmic insight is Mercury retrograde. Okay, it says electronic issues, communication issues, review, and everything. Okay, so I believe another element sign had got this card, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was the fire signs. I think the fire signs had got this, so you might be dealing with a fire sign. Mercury retrograde this season is actually taking place, I believe it's June 29th through July 23rd, or it's June 29th through July 23rd. It's one of those. I don't know. Yeah. So I feel like for you guys, something about this energy could have either happened in the last Mercury retrograde, or this could be something that will be happening in the future Mercury retrograde. We're not entirely sure just yet, but something about Mercury retrograde is significant for you. Okay, cutting the deck for your person, air signs. Oh my gosh, that was not a good cut. So we're gonna try that again. Let's see your person, air signs. Cutting the deck for your person's cosmic insight, and they have honeymoon. Okay, it says honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. Okay, so the energy of honeymoon is here. Okay, it doesn't have to literally mean an actual honeymoon. This is like that honeymoon feeling, right? So this could definitely be somebody that you have connected to recently. This can be someone that's new in your energy in a way. Possibly not like freshly new, but this could be somebody that you've been maybe involved with for a little while. I'm getting maybe like 3 I'm getting like within like 1 to 3 months. Okay, it doesn't have to be that, but that's just kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So you may have known this person just for a little while, where, you know, the vibes are still kind of new, or still trying to read this person's energy or understand this person. Can definitely be a vibe here for you. Okay, next we're going to get your Black Hollywood Oracle. We're going to pull for you first, cutting the deck, air signs, and your opening oracle is control issues. Okay, it says, by trying to control this situation, you'll only slow down your answered prayers. Let the divine take the lead. Okay, so some of you guys could be recognizing that you may have really strong control issues when it comes to this connection or this dynamic in some way. This doesn't necessarily mean that like you're abusive or that you're narcissistic, but you could definitely have ways of trying to steer a relationship or a connection down a certain path whenever things get difficult, whenever things don't go your way. And it's almost like in a way of manipulating a situation or a person's feelings or a way of thinking, right? For example, it's that energy of like, oh, this person didn't text me for they didn't text me back for 3 hours. Like, they left me undelivered for 3 hours, so I'm gonna leave them undelivered for 4 hours or 6 hours. And they're gonna text me asking, why haven't I da-da-da-da? You know, like, it's that energy of trying to manipulate the situation to get what you want here. Okay, so cutting the deck for your person, their oracle, they have magnetic souls. It says, your souls are sacred and are instantly drawn towards each other. Okay, so there is a really strong magnetic connection to this person that you feel, that you've experienced here. And I feel like part of that energy that the both of you are feeling is why you maybe feel as if you need to control this, or you need to have some type of say in how this dynamic goes, which I feel like is only going to disrupt. Okay, especially with that energy of Mercury retrograde, right? That energy of Mercury retrograde is all about disruptions, right? Especially with like technology or communication. So when you're already in a position of trying to navigate and control something the way that you want it to and not allowing it to flow naturally, if, however, this happens during Mercury retrograde here in the future and you're still in that energy, this may cause a lot of combative friction, not really seeing eye to eye type of energy with your person. Okay, now the hidden messages for you, air signs, towards your person, you guys have others' opinions. Okay, it says, I feel bound by my culture and my family's beliefs on how I should be living my life. I'm working towards breaking free from limiting myself, as well as or limiting myself based on their beliefs. Okay, so air signs, you could definitely be someone in this dynamic who cares a lot about how you're perceived, how you and your relationships are perceived, right? Something about the reputation of your relationships is something that you care deeply about. And I feel like other people's opinions, whether they're friends, family, or whatever, I feel like you do allow them to have an influence on how you either treat your person, or how you see your person, or how you show up for your person, or just in love in general. So if you guys are self-aware enough to be able to acknowledge this about yourself, that is a good thing, and it is being highlighted here. But it does look like you do feel really bound to a lot of traditional things that have kept you, I guess, grounded for a really long time, that may be a bit like expired. Okay, this could definitely be a connection that's going to possibly break a lot of those traditional belief systems or convictions that you've had when it comes to love. Okay, now your person, cutting the deck for them, their hidden message towards you is nervous. It says, you make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to say or how to act around you. Okay, so air signs, your person does feel really nervous around you. And I feel like maybe it's because they don't necessarily know how to read you, or they don't really know like what your intention is, or like they can't really like read you is what I get. Like I feel like it's not really easy for them to like read you or understand you. I feel like they're never entirely sure of like how you feel or what you want or what you want them to do. And so I feel like it kind of puts them in this energy of like, well, am I doing it right? Am I not doing enough? And I feel like it kind of puts this person in a self-reflective energy where they're like questioning how they're showing up for you. And I feel like if you are like that type of person where you're like, oh well, good, like I want them to, or I'm trying to get them to, you know, figure me out, and like that I feel like ties into that control issue thing. Like I feel like you're just doing entirely too much, because it does seem like this person is magnetically connected to you. I just feel like you guys are having a hard time getting something off the ground, or getting the connection off the ground. And it could just be like a lot of differences, not really seeing eye to eye. Maybe whatever you feel bound to, you're not budging with breaking or releasing. And possibly maybe even the same with this person. So we're going to go ahead and get the theme cards, okay? Cutting the deck first for you, air signs. Your theme card in love with your person is the Eight of Cups with moving on, okay? Clarifying your Eight of Cups, you have chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion. So it does look like you are removing yourself or walking away from something here because of this spark or this chemistry. Now, you could definitely be walking away or removing yourself from those control issues, releasing these opinions, or being easily influenced by the people around you because you feel a spark with this person, because you feel some type of strong connection, right? You do have magnetic souls here. So there is something that you feel with this person on a soul-based level. And so you could definitely be trying to, I guess, shed old versions or old parts of yourself that aren't really serving this version of you or this connection, okay? Now cutting the deck for your person. And your person, their theme card is the Five of Wands with challenging times. And their clarifier is apology, forgiveness, return, and sorry. Okay, so it does look like this person is definitely, once again, struggling to show up in this connection. They could feel like things are very like I was saying, like combative with you. They feel like they're never really on a good page with you, or an easy understanding. They could possibly feel like they're always in a position of like doing the wrong thing, or they're saying the wrong thing, and they might find themselves coming back into your energy to apologize or to make up with you or to get into your good graces in some way. I feel like if there is a lot of combative energy between you and this person, or it seems like you guys aren't really seeing eye to eye, once again, I do feel like it's because you have a really strong presence here, or a strong, I guess, agenda of what you're trying to follow when it comes to love or comes to relationships. And I feel like this person feels really nervous because maybe they've never encountered somebody like you before, or maybe they don't feel like they're doing all that good or great when showing up in connection. So this could definitely be like a miscommunication or misunderstanding type of dynamic between you and them. So now we're going to go ahead and get the tarot. We're going to start off by clarifying your energy first, okay? So Spirit, show me more for the Eight of Cups. Why is this here for the air signs in love? Okay, let's see. Spirit, show me more for the Eight of Cups for the air signs in love. Why do the air signs have the Eight of Cups here as their theme card? Okay, let's see. Two of Cups, okay, starting off strong here. Seven of Pentacles and neutral to the Page of Wands. So yeah, you've definitely met this person. This is definitely somebody new that you have a strong chemistry with. You have connected to this person in some way, shape, or form, and something has led you guys to come together here. Well, the Seven of Pentacles in neutral, I feel like this is, once again, that's that energy I was getting. Like it's not like a freshly new connection, but it's somebody that you have been familiar with for quite some time. I get like it's only been like months. I don't get years. I don't even get like days. This gives me like less than 6 months, like no more than 6 months have you been involved with this person, or that you've known of this person. Okay. And I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles here in neutral, I feel like this is that energy of like, okay, like I've invested, or we've tried, or we've been doing this for a while, and like you're waiting to see the progress, you're waiting to see growth, you're waiting to kind of step out of this weird phase that the both of you are in, but you're not seeing that progress. You're not seeing any kind of movement forward in that here. You do have the Page of Wands here, so you might end up reaching out or like initiating some type of conversation here. Right? You might end up like initiating like, hey, like I feel like we need to talk about the elephant in the room, or I feel like we need to get on the same page about what this is, or what we're doing, what our intention is, where we're trying to go, how fast we're trying to move this. Like I feel like you're gonna end up initiating some type of conversation here. You might even get some kind of news as well. Get some kind of news or information about this person, or about this connection that this person may relate to you as well. This could also be, you know, you wanting to see where this goes because you feel this chemistry, because you feel this spark with this person. And so you could be really eager to see progress, or you may be somebody that's very intentional. And so you might not be in a position of wanting to like settle for less when it comes to that. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This was one of your pre-shuffles. You had 3 aces come out in reverse as a pre-shuffle. It was the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So, and we got the Strength card here. All right. So, yeah. I feel like you're going to reach out. You're going to say something. And I feel like you're going to have the courage here to kind of either speak up and say, you know, this connection isn't being like built on something strong, or our foundation isn't structured enough for this to grow and elevate off of something. Okay, now whether you communicate this to this person or not, I feel like this is something you are recognizing here. This may require a lot of courage within you as well. Okay, because if this is a connection that you do feel like a strong chemistry towards, or a strong connection towards, but you don't see any progress, you don't feel like it's being built off of something stable, you may end up like removing yourself from this. You may end up removing, oh look, the Eight of Cups clarifying the Eight of Cups, and I literally just said removing yourself from this. Yeah, you're definitely gonna end up removing yourself if that's the case. Yeah, because with the Empress in reverse, you don't feel valued. Okay, you don't feel respected, you don't feel worthy, you don't feel attentive, you don't feel like you're being treated with the you don't feel like you're being treated with the respect and the love and the compassion that you're looking for. Which is why you could definitely be removing yourself. Okay. Show me more for the Eight of Cups here for the air signs in love. Yeah, Four of Pentacles here. You're definitely closed off from this person. You have not been giving much to them. You haven't been like trying. Look. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah. You're losing the passion, or you're losing the spark, or you're losing the interest. You're losing the interest because you don't feel valued by this person. Show me more. Yeah. Look, literally, you don't feel valued. You don't feel appreciated. You don't feel attended to, right? You feel either like a second option. You feel like, yeah, you're not getting what you want here. You're not getting what you want here. Okay. There is a vision when it comes to love or relationships that you see and that you want for yourself. And I don't feel like you're settling for it. Okay. I don't feel like you're settling for it at all. Okay, this person may like give you attention from time to time, and it may make you feel good, and you may definitely want something with this person. Like you may want something like more solid or more stable or more committal, but this person just might not be giving that to you. And so you could maybe feel like you're at a crossroads here. Moon in reverse. Yeah, things are not really clear for you. Knight of Wands. Yeah, things can feel really impulsive. Maybe even like a bit, I don't want to say manipulative, but they could feel really like impulsive in a way of like, well, it has to go this way, or you're not going to get what you want out of this person. Like if you don't follow this person's suit, then you're not going to receive what you want. And so I feel like for a lot of you, that's kind of that energy of like, you know what, just because the chemistry's good, or just because, you know, the spark feels nice, or whatever the case may be, it doesn't look like you feel satisfied here. Something about this does not feel satisfying. Yeah, Ten of Swords here in reverse. So it does look like if there was an ending or a separation here between you and this person, or just maybe you guys just aren't speaking or whatever the case, a fight, even a disagreement, it does look like you are no longer allowing this person like into your energy as much as like trying to gain their attention. Okay, I feel like you're recognizing your value and you're trying to prioritize that, and it doesn't look like this person sees that or is acknowledging it. So it looks like you're definitely going to go elsewhere or remove yourself completely. So really interesting here. Now we're going to clarify your person. Okay, see why they have the Five of Wands with challenging times. The Spirit, show me more for card number 5 with challenging times. Why is this here for air signs person? We got the Four of Swords. So yeah, they're definitely in isolation here from you. Okay. Once again, this doesn't give me like a blocked energy. Like if it was the Queen of Swords, or if it was like the King or Queen of Swords, then I would get the energy of like being blocked. But no, this just gives me like an inaction, type of energy. Like this person isn't doing much of anything. They could definitely be like waiting it out or waiting the tension out before reaching back out to you in some way. Show me more for card number 5 with challenging times. Why is the Five of Wands here for air signs person in love? Yeah. Page of Cups in reverse to the Eight of Pentacles. This person could definitely be like holding back an apology, or holding back reaching out or expressing themselves emotionally, and they could just be pouring themselves into their own projects, maybe even work as well. This person definitely looks very like inactive with you. They could also be feeling really prideful as well. Yeah, High Priestess. This is the energy I was picking up on. Yeah, High Priestess to the Three of Cups in reverse. You did get the third party card that came out twice in your pre-shuffle after I stuck them back on the deck and reshuffled. And you have the High Priestess here. So it does look like this person, all right, this person could definitely be keeping something from you or withholding something from you. It could definitely be an apology. It could definitely be withholding how this person feels, right? As well. And I feel like there's something that they're not telling you. And I don't know if they're not telling you because there's maybe other people involved, or because there's a lot of drama and chaos going on in their life right now. But I feel like there's something that they're withholding from you when it comes to their feelings. I feel like it's something that they're not emotionally expressing to you. Now that could be maybe they're not really interested in you, or maybe they're not ready for a relationship the way that you're ready for a relationship. They could be hiding that they feel nervous around you, and that's why their energy isn't as cooperative with you. They could be hiding the fact that there could be people around them that don't approve of you, or think that you could do better, or think that they could do better. Like, it could literally be anything, but they are withholding something when it comes to emotional expression. Let me see. Clarify the High Priestess. What is this person withholding from the collective? Why is the High Priestess here? What is this person withholding from the collective? Five of Wands. Yeah, this person could definitely be struggling with something. Now, these can be internal battles. These can also be external battles, okay? Their overall energy is the Five of Wands, and clarifying is the Five of Wands. So they're definitely battling something here. Show me more for what they're withholding from the collective. King of Pentacles. The World. Not, Four of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. What is, there it is, Seven of Swords. It's a Five of Swords in reverse. What are they hiding? What is this? Clarify the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords, please. Okay. So I'm getting this energy of like, okay, there's a lot of pentacle energy. All right, so pentacles do symbolize, you know, wealth, health, stability, security, but they can also symbolize the physical as well. Okay, so I feel like this person, air signs, what they're hiding from you or what they're not expressing, I'm going to put these all back in the deck in a second, but it looks like what this person is struggling to express to you is their sense of independence and security. Okay, you got the King of Pentacles here, to the World in neutral, Four of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. So it looks like this connection, or something about this connection, could be awakening this person to like where they feel like they have to get their shit together. I feel like this person doesn't feel completely content with where they're at in life, either financially or securingly or in a place of longevity. I feel like this person does not feel stable within themselves. And I feel like this connection could definitely be awakening that for them with that Four of Cups. Because I feel like it could be highlighting a lot of what this person could be lacking internally. And so with the Five of Swords to the Seven of Swords, this is something that they tend to neglect, and maybe kind of dust under the rug. They don't necessarily accept this truth. They could definitely be very avoidant to this truth. Okay, so something about your energy, it's like you could be in this position to where you're like expecting more out of this person, or expecting them to reach a certain standard or something like that, where like it's forcing them to realize, okay, well, this is what I have to do in order to get this person, or in order to, not this person, but like to get you, or like to get in your good graces, or to get your attention in some way. And I feel like it requires a lot of physical, or it requires a lot of physical effort, physical time, physical money, whatever the case may be, that I don't believe that they're ready for. And if it's not because they're not ready, I feel like it's genuinely because they just don't want to. Seven of Swords, clarifying Temperance in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah. they know that there's an imbalance here between like your life. Like I feel like you're on a different page in your life or a different chapter in your life, and they're on a different chapter in their life. And I feel like there is an imbalance here, which is causing this change, and it's forcing this change between the both of you, because it's forcing slow and steady movement, but it's also forcing this energy of like releasing burdens or releasing certain things that no longer serve one another. So I feel like this connection is very difficult, and I feel like it's difficult on purpose, whether it's your souls or whether it's spirit orchestrating this. I feel like it's difficult on purpose because it's supposed to help you recognize that you have control issues, as well as you are easily influenced by the people around you or the people that you care about. And this person is not easily influenced. It's making it difficult for this person because it's highlighting a lot of what they're lacking in their life. Okay, so let's see. Show me more for the Five of Wands. Why is this here for air signs person in love? Why does air signs person have the Five of Wands here? Two of Swords in reverse to the Knight of Swords. Yeah, they're definitely gonna be able to finally see something, recognize something, or communicate something to you. And I feel like it's gonna come out of the blue here. This may come in really quickly as well, or really fast communication. So if you guys like weren't talking or weren't speaking for a bit, they may just like randomly like reach out just to kind of like check your temperature. Show me more for the Five of Wands. Why is this here for air signs person in love? Yeah, Page of Swords. They could definitely just like randomly reach out, or they could definitely be like watching you, paying close attention to you, like once again like checking your temperature, kind of seeing like how you feel, what you're doing. They may even be like stalking your social media as well, like paying really close attention to you. Eight of Wands, yeah, because they're gonna want to have a conversation. They're gonna want to have a conversation. Ten of Cups. Death card in reverse. Yeah, they keep repeating this, like there's like this repetitive cycle here. It's like this repetitive cycle. And with the Ten of Cups, I feel like they see like a lot of emotional happiness with you, or they feel it. Either they see it in the future or they feel this with you currently, but there's like this constant, you know, this constant pattern or cycle that this person is having a hard time breaking. We have the Queen of Wands. It came out in neutral. Yeah. Show me more. The Hierophant. Yeah, they know that there's a lesson here with you. There also may be a lesson here within themselves that they're recognizing once again about how they feel about themselves. Being like self-assured, being, you know, assertive of who they are, what they want, what they need to do. And with the Hierophant, this could definitely be, once again, those commitments, right? Those commitments to who you've been for so long, what you believed for so long. And so they may end up having a conversation with you about like how they feel about you. Ten of Wands to the Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they may end up like having a conversation with you or wanting to open up to you, either like about their past or why their energy feels so closed off or flaky or secretive. And it could be, you know, hey, like it's because, you know, I don't feel entirely content with myself, or I haven't been focusing on myself or focusing on what I've been harboring for so long, whatever the case may be. But for some reason, I get this energy of like they're going to try to come in with this conversation or this energy of wanting to talk to you after you've already decided to remove yourself, or after you've already put a hold on this connection, or once again pulled your energy back in some way. This person seems like really, really confusing. This person seems really, really confusing. But this is what I have for you, air signs, when it comes to love, okay? The angel numbers I see, or I've seen. You do have the number 111 as well as the number 1111, so look out for that. You also have the number 22, so you guys could be seeing that, or 222 actually. I see it in your spread. You could also be seeing the number you could be seeing the number 44. You could also be seeing the number 555. I did see that throughout your spread. You could also be seeing the number 66. Okay. Let's see what else. See the number 88. I also see the number 99 as well. Saw that. Or 888, my bad. 888 and the number 99. And then you have the number 1010 here as well. Okay. And then the zodiac signs present in your spread. You do have Leo, Taurus, and Pisces, as well as Scorpio. But really strong Taurus and really strong Pisces. Okay. So, but this is what I have for you guys, okay, for your love reading. If this resonated with you in some way, shape, or form, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. You guys can also like, share, comment, as well as subscribe, so you guys are notified for when I post. So you are also in the loop of other videos similar to this, or for other videos you may be interested in on my channel, okay? When booking personal readings, all information is in my description box as well as in my bio. You guys can also follow me on TikTok for where I go live and do readings on there as well, okay? So my name is Empress of Sunlight Tarot, and I will see all of your beautiful faces next time. Bye.